because I never really have gone over this build before in a video. So to start off, we've got the... Alright, I thought I'd go over the build because I never really have gone over this build before in a video. So to start off, we've got the Gen3 2.9 Whipple Crusher. And right now it's got the 3.25 pulley on it. So this is my 800 horsepower tune pulley. So it's about 22 pounds of boost. And it's going through a K&N. I believe this is, I want to say it's 6x9, the filter. And then I'm running all Metco stuff. Metco double bearing tensioner pulley. And then that's custom order. Like, you have to actually contact them to get that. That's not on the website. And then a Fluidine radiator. This is twice as thick as the factory. And then it's running a DSS 5.0 stroker engine. It's a 9.4 to 1 compression ratio and custom grind Kurgan Motorsports cams. And then on the back, it's still actually a factory T56, but it's running a super twin from Spec. And it's good for about 1,100 foot-pounds of torque, I believe. And then, so I'm still just running the AFCO heat exchanger, the dual pass, but I am going to upgrade to the GT500 one and get that crash bar put in with the dual 10-inch fans. And then I'll probably upgrade to a trunk tank. So I'm running Tokiko D-Spec. On the front, it's set to about middle for stiff and soft. The back is set to full stiff. And it's run the H&R Race in back and the H&R Sports in front. Also running, so this is the Bear 13-inch 6-piston brake upgrade. These are 18-inch AFS that I had done in gloss black. They're on a 265 tire. 275 was just a little too wide. I kept rubbing a little bit, so this has no ISOs on the springs. Now this one, I have to get rid of this wheel gap because in the back, in order to run the welds with the 27-inch tall wheels, tires, I have to put both ISOs back in. So I haven't removed the ISOs yet. It will sit as low as this. So right now it's got like, normally it's 2 fingers. So it's got to come down about 2.5 fingers. So it's sitting pretty high. It looks like an off-road vehicle. But, so other than that, it's got a DSS carbon fiber drive shaft, DSS Pro level rear axle. The whole IRS is DSS Pro level. And then it's got the Stifler's transmission mount with the drive shaft loop, safety loop on it. And then, so it's running a Fore fuel system. It's running triple 460 liter per hour pumps and a massive fuel filter. Runs into ID 1300s on the Fore fuel rails because the old Fore precision fuel rails I had would not clear. So I had to upgrade to the Fore Innovation. And then I think the one thing that I need to do is I need to contact somebody. I need to get coilovers for rear because it's a pain in the ass to have to pull the whole IRS cradle down just to pop ISOs in and out, whether I'm running the welds or the AFS. It takes like 2 hours to do that, and it's a lot of work. So that's something I want to address this summer. This is something I want to address this summer. I'm very tempted to pull this off and replace the factory intercooler because it's been on there for 18 years now, and I'm sure if it's not gunked up, it's probably not flowing right. So I want to do that with the big GT500 heat exchanger. Move to a trunk tank to free this area up, like clean all this up so it'll be nice and free of all that mess. And then once I get that done, I'm talking to RPM Transmissions because I have an issue shifting because it is a factory T56 with the 26 spline, and putting down 800 and 900 foot-pounds of torque. This car does not want to shift wide open throttle at redline. So I am talking to him about either a Magnum T56 or face plating some gears and building it not quite sure yet. So that's to be determined. And then on this, on the inside, because I never really do inside. So on the inside we have Speed Hut. These are, you can call them and get these. These are matched perfectly to the gauge cluster. Even the illumination is, they're a little dim, and I haven't addressed that, but they do match when they're off and when they're on. And then I run the Innovator. And then here I got, this will be the dual 10-inch fans when I eventually get this hooked up with the heat exchanger. And then this is for the fuel pump. And this is for the which will be the pump for the rear when I do the ice box and back. But this is for my intercooler pump, so I can trip it whenever I want. But it is still hooked up to the factory sensor, so it will still come on its own. And then the line lock, which I've actually not used yet. I really need to. And then we got this also. It's vinyl, it's not a real one. So if you want that, I know a guy that actually makes these. He has the template for this, and this literally is a vinyl overlay that goes over your factory knob. So everything else though, like all my badges, which we'll go over, all my custom carbon fiber badges, these are done by Rebadge, which I will put a link or a tag on him. So these are done by Rebadge. And these are the AFS 18s in back. And I'm on a Falcon 615 tire on it, 315 wide. Then carbon fiber spoiler. All these are real carbon fiber. These are done by Rebadge also. I will eventually have these done in carbon fiber. This was done by Icon Composite, which I don't even know if they're on Instagram anymore. Then this is Lanier Metal, this piece. This is a custom red carbon fiber done by Icon Composite, and this is a carbon fiber fiberglass made to look kind of like snakeskin, but I had custom cut for this. And then all these are done by Rebadge. These are all real carbon fiber. So that's the majority of the build. If you guys have any questions about anything that I might have missed, just put it in the comments or DM me, and I can fill you guys in with any other information that you guys might want about this build.